Hi everybody. Hope that you're well, and again, hope you're all staying well, staying healthy, getting through this lockdown. My God, it's never ending, but hopefully we're there soon with the vaccine rollout and some positive news. Just want to say thank you to everybody again for all your feedback from the video that I did with John and the podcast, and thanks for your reaching out and all the likes I got in the last video as well. Look, it's a new channel, trying to make it grow, trying to keep a bit of positivity in the football index. So I'd really appreciate a like, subscribe, and a share. Please share and retweet it around when I send these on Twitter. And also, guys, just set that alert button as well, so you never miss any of the new videos I'm doing. So obviously, I give of one of my top six the last day. As always, now I'm focusing on PB. Some of these players could win you IPD tomorrow. So this video is for the matches on the 31st of January. I've actually really focused on the matches themselves to see where I think there's a lot of value. I've kind of done a bit of fixtures as well because I think that's going to be key for these top six. Looking at these fixtures ahead, who's got easy games, who could rebound, and what players in those teams could do very well and offer very good value. So the first match that I really like is Nice against Saint-Etienne. Looking at the Sunday fixtures, I think Nice are due a bit of a rebound. They had a good win against Lens the last day. They've got Saint-Etienne, who haven't won in 5 matches. They've lost the last three. They look to be falling apart on the wheel, to be honest with you. And I think Nice will start to turn it around under Vieira. I think they're too good of a team. So I've actually picked two players from that Nice team. So let me go through why I like Nice again. Um, the talent in that team is amazing with Dahlberg. They've got Garigi, who are going to go through. They got Adelaide as well. You know, if you look at that Nice team, they've got quality throughout. They've had a very poor start to the season. I think being in Europe affected them as well. And I think they're going to kick on a little bit towards the end of the season because they've got a good young squad. And I think that energy will help them. Saint Etienne are just in major trouble. They're a fantastic squad, but the performance the last day where they just were just demolished, very very poor. Looks a lot of the stuff in the French press I read, they're just falling apart. So it's there for the taking. And as I said, I'm looking at fixtures. So the two players I've picked very quickly is Garigi. On the screen here, he's only 20 years of age. As I always say to you guys, I think wall trading is going to be very key. So if we look down here, I've worked it out roughly over 1,000 and a bit would move him all the way up. You can see there's plenty of bids in for him as well. It's quite fluid. Are you getting him at value? You're definitely getting him at value. He was better here at 89p, but now he's rebounding up. But I think he's got amazing potential. And this is the reason why he's had 6 goals and 3 assists this season. Not amazing, but for his age of 20, moved from Lyon, this is only a stepping stone for him. He's been excellent. He's gone off the boil recently, but when I say off the boil, it's 2 goals and five because Nice have been poor. I think he's going to massively turn it around. I remember watching him at the Youth World Cup and he was just amazing. He's down 5p in the last 24 hours and I think he'll rebound again. If he gets a fairly decent performance, I think tomorrow he will really rock it as well. And remember, this is his first season, as I've just shown there in Nice as well. And I only expect more from him. It's the early kickoff as well at 12 o'clock, guys. So this is another thing as well. I'll do a video about angles and playing the market itself. But that's a key thing, and that's why I've looked at Nice as well. If they win big, they do very well. Maybe he scores a 200 plus score. He could rock it so quickly. Um, Another player, I'm looking again. Look at this. There's tiny bids on him, but look. So 61p, you're talking about 1,000 and a bit. The walls are really important. The reason I mention is he can score you a goal or an assist on a day. So Jeff Reine-Adelaide, he was fantastic at Arsenal. Performance issues. He is still only 22 years of age. So again, I'm looking ahead. He has the potential of, again, he's in amazing value. Look how high he was. 1.46. Jesus Christ, guys, that's what, let me see, around September. So what we're talking about, 4 months ago, beginning of September, he's £1.40. He's down. You can pick him up for 46p. Amazing value. He's now come back into the team. Vieira wasn't a big fan of his. He's now a regular, played the last 5 matches, got a goal and assist in 1 match. His PB is fairly decent, but I'm buying him for the long term. These are players that I'm hedging. I think tomorrow he could do very, very well up front with Garigi. If I see a 3-0 win for Nice, I think the two of them will definitely have a hand in it. Even if he gets you an IPD or two for now, at 45, 46p, and you got him for the long term, he might be in for a shout for the top six as well. You know, be a double bubble this week, and you could be having 3p on him without him even winning PB, which is not huge, guys. But again, it's just the returns on this. You're talking about 7%. 7%. Where are you getting 7%? I invest in the stock market as well, so that's another thing. If you're interested in the free share trading group I do, we've had some amazing returns. Just you look at the description. I got a link in there, or DM me on Twitter, F1 Addict, F1 Tipster. Um, Glaxo are giving you a 6% dividend for the year, and I love that for the year. And it's over every 3 months. In one night, you could get 7% back in him just for PB, for IPD and top six. These returns are really going to build up. He's a player that I think has got huge, huge potential. You can see out here how he was Wonder Kids as well. That's a big price that they pay for him, Nice. And I think they see big things from him. He's settling back in. Now he's getting a lot better. He's a good age. He's got plenty of upside. I think he's a fantastic player. Another team that I'm a very big fan of, and this is for the long term as well, as Verona. Is Roma. I think Roma are an amazing team. I think they've got the potential to go very, very far in the Europa League. So that's again part of my thinking on this. This is a player who's older. He's 31, but he's got another 3 good seasons in Italy. Mkhitaryan, 28p, 50% return for 1 MPB. He's an IPD machine as well. Heavy walls over here, but he can spike so easily. So back in November, actually, if we look back in January already when he performed well, 86 pence. He can rocket so quickly. Now we see how quickly these can change. I think he's amazing value. Are you getting him at good value? Well, he's been slightly lower. It would have been nicer to get him around here, but I'll take it around that price. I think that's good. 61p. I think that's very fair. And the reason it's very fair is already this season he's gotten 8 goals and 8 assists in 17 games. Amazing return. He had 9 goals and 5 assists last season, so it's not a fluke, and he'll continue this form. They've got Bragg as well in the Europa League, which I think they'll qualify for. I think they can go far in that with the goal days in the top six and those as well. That could be huge, guys. With the don't underestimate that European competitions with the top six. Again, a penny or two here or there, but if he picks up 3 of those in the season, that's 5% back already without a PB win, and you don't need to recycle at all for those returns. I really think that Roma are a fantastic team at home. You actually just look at this article. He's a player reborn, and that was a good article in the Daily Mail not that long ago. Look at that chart as well. Look on the way down. This is where you want to buy players, guys. You don't want to buy them up here. You want to buy them down there. So he'll just do the chart again. He'll just spike back up again. Verona, very good team. They're in decent form, but Roma have won the last 5 games at home. The other one was a draw against Inter Milan, where they were fantastic. They're in fantastic form at home. I think fairly unbeatable. And one thing as well is please look up the F1 data for him. He's got a fantastic baseline. And that's again what you're looking for with these top six now. With IPD gone, he was a machine for that. But actually, to be honest with you, he's somebody that could just win you a lot of points through the top six. The same as Jordan Veretout as well. I'm picking him because he's 27 years of age, which is fantastic. I already looked at the walls over here. They're not that thick. I'd say could easily get this up to 80p on a good performance. Main one for him is he's on penalties. Are you buying him at value? You certainly are. He would have been a little bit cheaper here. But if you're picking him up for Anton less than 60p, amazing value. Like I said, this could change to 75p in no time. 6 goals this season. 7 goals and 2 assists this season, 6 goals last season, 7 goals and 2 assists in a fantastic Roma team that's in the Europa League. He's only 27 years of age. You've got him for a long time. I think he's somebody that will offer you great value over the long term. The last player I'm picking is because I just think I looked at the fixtures. I really like Atalanta anyways. Manager's been all over the place. They've lost Gomez now, which I'll come to as part of the reason why I've actually picked him up. From my own point of view, I think he's a fantastic player. Alexei Miranchuk. I'm trying to get better at the pronunciations, guys. They got Lazio at home, which I think will be a very tough match, but they're unbeaten in 5 games. Very good at home. They're in the Champions League already. They have lost Gomez, which would be a big loss, but Illich is coming back to form. I think this young fella will get a lot more chance. A lot of news around him. The walls are fairly thin on him over here to get his price up fairly quickly. You're getting him at very good value, and you can see he's on an upward trend. We're still getting him down here where we want to. I think £1 around here, 94p is where I think he should be. He's 25 years of age. regular for Russia, so he's going to play the Euros. Scored in the last game he played in the Cup. He scores or he contributes as soon as he plays. He's only getting bits and matches here and there. But when the fixtures start building up, Atalanta got Lazio, which I think there'll be goals. I think he might have a chance of playing. I think with no Gomez, he's going to get more chances. Illich and him will link up very well, and they're trying to slowly bring him into the team. He had 12 goals last season in the Russian league, and he's a fantastic age. So, guys, I think for me there's five players with huge potential for tomorrow, but for the long term. Garigi, Miranchuk, Adelaide and Veretout, they're all cheap players and they're all very good ages as well. Veretout at what, 27, Garigi at 20, Adelaide 22, Miranchuk 25. Fantastic players with great potential for the long term, could have moves in them as well, can score, can do PB as well. And Mkhitaryan, like, just reborn completely. Might be 31, but he's got so much length left in him initially. These players play into the 33, 34 at the highest level. Roma in great form. These are all mostly, except for Denise players, players that are still in Europe. There's long-term ability in them. They can hit into that top six. And Miranchuk is one I think has got huge potential. When he moved, he was like this in Italy. Now he's moved to a PP league and he's less, which is just crazy. That is the potential built into him. Then he spiked on the transfer. But people really, I think, thought he was worth about 94, around there, 94p to a pound. Jesus, guys, if you're getting him there at 60p, 40, that's 80% upside, regardless of IPD as well. You can't lose. So as always, please like, subscribe, and share. Really, really, thank you so much for all your support, for all the DMs. I'm really glad that I'm helping. I'm focusing on value as I always do. Young players now as well, because I see that's where the market is going. I might do another one of my youth videos as well. I might rehash one to see how those players have gotten on. And as always, guys, happy trading.